Okay, I keep messing up. We're not in session, then I want to hear we're in session, and it's sort of reversed. Okay. But anyway, thank you, members, for your indulgence and staying over. We'll see how we proceed. This meeting has been called to consider the revocation of permit to sell alcoholic beverages at H&H Corner Store, doing business as Pinkish Corner Store, 3101 Portland Avenue in Shreveport, and that's in Council Jerry Bowman's district. I have been informed that the police department's case will be presented by City Attorney William Bradford. Is Mrs. Martha Valdez Ali in present? She's the owner of the store and has the liquor permit. Sure. Are you presented by council, Ms. Valdez? You are presented by council?
I just gave her your.
Okay. What's the council name?
Aaron Brainerd.
Okay, Mr. Brainerd. At this time, I will hear from our city attorney.
Good afternoon, members of the council, mayor, CAO. As the council chairman stated earlier, this matter is related to H&H Corner Store, doing business as Pinky's Corner Store. I've been contacted by counsel of record now, Mr. Aaron Brainerd, regarding this matter, and a request for a continuance of 3 weeks has been asked of the city. The city has no objection at this time. We do want to stipulate, however, on the record that notice was properly served upon Mrs. Hernandez? Ali. And also that this matter will be set for the next available special council meeting date, which will be the next council meeting date of June the 23rd. June 13th, excuse me, June 13th.
June 18th, isn't it?
I'm sorry?
Is it 18th? June 13th.
Mr. Clerk, you're looking at the proper date.
It's the
June 13th
is
is
our
a
next,
Monday.
Yeah, it's our next
Work session.
Work session.
Is it June?
Yeah, the June calendar falls a little funny. It's the 13th. I think that's what we'll say.
Right, I was looking at it wrong.
And we do show for the record that Mr. Brainerd is present on behalf of H&H.
Okay. Mr. Brandon is agreement with the continuous. Mr. Brandon?
Yeah, Your Honor, Mr. Chairman, councilmen, administrators. I need to qualify a little bit of what was just said. I have represented the store and the Ali's relative to this matter early on in March. And I may enroll as their counsel of record. We have to work that out. But I did, there was some requests for records made in March, and we're still working on that. And so that's part of why we agreed to it. And I appreciate Mr. Bradford, who's been very gracious as always. But she did receive the notice of the intent to ask the council to revoke the alcohol permit in early May. And so either she will be back on the 13th of June, or I will with her to partake in this hearing. So that's my understanding of it. I don't think I've.
Okay, well, that's fine. If you all have conjointly discussed this matter and you're not prepared to move forward, and the city attorney is receptive to your situation, then I need a motion from the body that we will postpone this.
Well, what happens in between that time?
Yeah, that's
What happened in between that time?
The representation to the city is that they need opportunity to review certain records provided to us by the Shreveport Police Department that will be utilized in the prosecution of this matter. It is our anticipation that either Mr. Brainerd or the owners of and permit holders of H&H convenience store will provide us with sufficient funds to satisfy the public record request documents that are being provided, or in the alternative will waive that right and move forward on the 13th. We do anticipate that they are in need of the documents. That is the reason.
City attorney, thank you. I think the question is, are they going to continue as business as usual?
Yeah, I mean, are they selling
Continue to
alcohol
operate
for the
under
next 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Short period of time. They've been operating for several years.
So there's no suspension or anything other than we're postponing business would be as usual until the 13th when we make a determination on that.
Correct.
And if they can afford, they just got today, after I made the request for records in March, a big bill and some potential records, they may not be able to afford those records. I believe Mr. Bradford is willing to let them come look at those records so that they could be on even footing, when witnesses are called and whatnot.
Well, and I think that's pretty much a courtesy call, and I appreciate him doing that. But some of the council members was concerned that the activity that is now occurring at that location may be a continual detriment to that neighborhood, and that's what the question was. But we can't do anything regarding them handling their business as a business location until we hear the facts and make a determination regarding our position on what either happening or not happening or happening outside of the preview of normal business.
Correct. And Mr. Chairman, if I may,
Yes.
We're not picking everybody up on
can you hear me on this side? Mr. Chairman, if I may, I do want to make sure we qualify this, that Mr. Brenner did provide a public records request, which is very voluminous.
Okay.
At no point did he represent, and as I think he stated on the record today, does he represent H&H Convenience Store.
Okay.
That is a possibility. This is
Okay.
being extended as a courtesy to him.
Sure.
Again, we do want to note for the record that no response has been heard from H&H in the form of an answer nor a motion to continue. Again, this is a courtesy being extended because the city and administration and the council believe in transparency and fairness for this constituent. Therefore, we do have no opposition at this time regarding this matter.
Thank you for those, and that's important to know, Ms. Ali, that according to the rules that you should have responded 3 days if you wanted to continue this situation. You did not do that, but again, the city attorney is being generous and recognizing that you're not with council and that the information that you requested had really no determination on should you have replied in writing that you wanted to move forward. But we are there now, and I'm asking the council, what is their pleasure?
You got a second on your motion?
But,
I have made a motion.
he hadn't made a motion.
I'm waiting on this councilman from
Well,
that
I
area.
like to go
To me,
on
what the
record.
council from that
I
area
like to go on
say.
record first and state that I don't think, only because it's in agreement with the city attorney, I go along with that, but I don't think that, I really didn't think, my personal opinion, didn't think we should, but only because of the city attorney's recommendation, and also that I do believe in fairness. I go along with that. I just want to go on record and say that. But for the extent of what this is, I don't.
Okay, it's been moved by Councilman Flory for extension to the 13th. It is seconded by, I think you're going to second it.
Okay.
You second it.
If you need a second to move forward, I'm happy to do it.
Okay, seconded by Councilman Jenkins, Congressman Councilman Jenkins. That
Better
we-
wait till Tuesday. I like that on the TV. It's a lot clearer. Say it clearly. What it said on TV.
Probably moved in second. Any discussion? Any discussion? I think the councilman
Chairman.
from the area has made his wishes.
There's a motion, say, for 4 o'clock.
The motion would be
like the
immediately after
motion to
the
say-
work session. The motion is immediately after the administrative conference on the 13th.
I believe he's going to tell you have to put
4 o'clock, or whichever comes first, or after the administrative conference, whichever comes first.
That's good language.
Okay.
Okay.
The other thing is, Mrs. Ali, unless the council directs me to, you will not receive any other notice, but this is a notice that you will receive if they vote for this, for you to be back at 4 o'clock on the 13th.
Okay. All right. You're clear. Okay. All right. All those in favor, please vote.
Mr. Bowman?
Motion passes 5-0 for continuance of this case. We'll see you hopefully, Barron, and you, Ms. Ali, on the 13th, so we can resolve this as best we can, okay?
Thank you.
All right. There's no other business before the body. This special meeting is adjourned.